Hi students, very good morning. Once again, this is Sandeep Sansanwal in front of you, and welcome to all of you on my YouTube channel. That's name is Sandeep Sansanwal. As we discussed day before yesterday about the chapter of the interview. It's a seventh chapter from Flamingo book and written by Christopher Sylvester. In last video that we already talked about the writer, and we also talked about some little more information about that same. In this video that actually I just want to tell about that what do you mean by interview. So interview students, there are a lot of there are lots of things in interview that we can consider, like if just we want to get any job on that, we just need to go in front of the interviewee and then we need to give the interview. So this is the same thing. And another thing about the interview that you all know very well, in a newspaper, when they just meet to a celebrity, and at that time they just definitely get about a lot of information of a big celebrities. So at the same, that was a different kind of interview. So actually today I will talk about the same thing as an interview. And first of all, students, I also want to tell about the same thing, and especially those students that who complete this year their 12th, and maybe after some time some students will cross their graduation, and after that they will definitely apply for the job. So in this way, I also want to tell about something to you, and then how you can face the interview in front of the boss. Or suppose that you are going anywhere to give the interview, then how you can talk to that. At first that you need to show your personality, and at first that you need to show your communication skills and conversational skills, that if you do have a good in your mind, definitely you will get a lot of success. And at the first impression is the last impression. So in this video little bit I will talk about that how you can face the interview in front of the boss in any company. So suppose that you are going in any place so and then you are giving the interview for yourself to get the job. So how you can talk to them? At first, definitely students, that you just have to check your standing position. So that must be okay. And then second thing, that you just need to talk about yourself. In a first sentence you need to define the three things: about your name, about your age, and about your location. About your location, that you just need to tell about the three things. After that, about your schooling information that you need to give. After it, that you also can give your little bit academic performance and little bit about your achievements. And after it, you also can definitely define about the hobbies and interest, that how much things that you know very well and how many things that you will like in your life. And after it, that you also definitely define about your family background. At first your father, and after your mom. And you no need to use about your mom, that my mom is a housewife. You just can need to use of for your mom if she is at home and she is not doing any other work, so that you also can say about your mom that she is house manager. And after it, you just need to define about your bro and elder bro and elder sis, and younger bro and younger sis. So students, actually by this way that you just can perform easily. And definitely one demo that I will also give to all of you. And at first I just want to tell to all of you students, actually this time I'm in Mussoorie, and there I'm just roaming a lot of, and here I'm not getting a lot of enjoy with my lot of friends. As I told that actually I fond of traveling, so that's what I'm just in now. I'm in Uttarakhand in Mussoorie. So students, definitely if anything that you require in your mind, you just can comment on my comment section. And to definitely, so at first students, I also want to show you the some sight and scenes. Just please, you just please follow this camera with me, and then we also can see there are a lot of things. Yeah students, you can see a lot of things. And you also can see there in these hill areas, that we also can get a lot of enjoy in these days, because there summer on up season, that you can see that in our Haryana, that we also can count that there are approximately 47 to 48 degree temperature. but yeah, we can count it's approximately 20 and all that. And we also can enjoy a lot of that. You can see there are lots of sight. You just can just move this camera. There are all the things that the student also want to see this. Okay, so here we can see this a lot of things. So students, once again that we also can discuss about the same. So in the chapter the interview, okay, at first actually that time I was talking about the interview, that how you can face at the time of the job. So the first thing that I told, that how you can define of that, and now I will make a demo for you all, that how you can give your presentation in front of anyone, because your first impression will be definitely last impression. So at first when you are going there and that you are facing that interviews, then you can speak just like that, in this way, that you need to stay there. And you can talk about, hi, myself Sandeep Sansanwala, 30 years young, from Georgia, and I did my schooling from HBSC, and I did my graduation from MD University, and I did my post graduation from MD University, and I like listening music and watching movie and traveling. And about my family, that we do have 5 members in my family. My father is an army retired person, and my mother is a house manager. And about my wife, that she is also a teacher, and about my child that is also studying in a Mahindra public school. And I just want to be a successful person in my life. That's all about myself. By this way you just can give your interview, and maybe in between that you no need to take any kind of pause, and then you no need to be stopped at that time when you are talking to anybody, because these all things will show you that how much confidence you do have. What do you mean by confidence? To face the situation without hesitation, it's called to confidence. So once again students, I just want to sum up all the things that I told you. And in the chapter, the interview 7 chapter book Flamingo class 12, actually I also just want to tell about something about the same chapter. Actually in this there are a lot of character, and they are talking about the same interview schedules, because there are a lot of writers, they were against of the interview schedules. So that I just want to define about some characters. According to those characters you can remind that all the thing in your mind. So here we'll talk about 8 characters. This story has been divided into 2 parts. In the first part, there are characters V.S. Naipaul. Actually he was a philosopher, and you also can read about the same V.S. Naipaul. And next character Lewis Carroll, and next his wife Mrs. Carroll, and after it Rudyard Kipling, as you know very well, that is a famous writer, and after it H.G. Wells, that who wrote the novel An Invisible Man, and after it Joseph Stalin, and after it Saul Bellow, and then Dennis Bryan. Actually students, I'm just giving the task to all the students. I already told 8 characters in this chapter. So next time that I want that you all have to write about their particular work of all the characters in this chapter, and definitely in the next video we will complete the same summary of this chapter. So till then you just have to wait. And students, really if you like my videos, audios and all the things, so please do share, like and subscribe my channel. So thank you and have a great day.